Hello and welcome to the demo video for the cocktail calculator. The cocktail calculator is essentially just a spreadsheet that helps you to determine the price of drinks. The reason why I've called the cocktail calculator is because really it takes a whole lot of ingredients for each drink and helps you to work out the price, and then helps you work out usage of ingredients, that kind of thing. So although it's for cocktails specifically, it could be used for anything really: teas, coffees, milkshakes, cold drinks, whatever it is. The only thing you wouldn't use it for is obviously if you just got one drink. So if you're selling a can of Coke, or if you're selling a beer or cider or whatever, obviously you're not going to be using ingredients to make that. You're just going to be buying a unit, selling a unit. You don't necessarily need this. But this is when you're using different ingredients within one drink. Let me show you how it works. First of all, do have a look at this link here, how to keep a spreadsheet working. It'll show you how to copy and paste values and move data around and that kind of thing without messing up any of the formulas. So do take a look at that. On this home page, there's nothing else you need to do on this intro page. Your business name will obviously be locked in there. Let's move straight away. There are two red tabs at the bottom. One of them is a stock list and one of them is a drink list. Now the drinks list is obviously your drinks containing different ingredients, and your stock list is essentially all of those ingredients. So let's start with the ingredients. I've just put down a few examples here. The abbreviation column is just a narrow column because they get used on the other sheets. So put down an item name, don't have any duplicates, put down an abbreviation, put down a size, and then a cost. So for argument's sake, here I've got a 2 litre bottle of Coke. I could put here Coke and then in brackets 2 litres or something like that. I'll take it out for now, but yeah, just something to show what that item is. And then the size always in litres, or if it's a solid, in kilograms. So in other words, if you've got coffee powder or coffee granules or tea bags or whatever, those kind of things, you can put them in either in kilograms or in liters or units, which, as long as you remember what it is that you've used, because when you go to your drinks list now and put in the quantity, you need to you need to know what it is that you put. So that's why I've just said best probably to keep them in liters or in kilograms. Next, per unit, what is the price? So for argument's sake, if we say a Spice Gold rum, whatever is £15, whatever the price, you put the price in. I don't know what these prices are, I'll just put in random figures here. And then you can put in a minimum quantity. So the minimum quantity is for ordering purposes. If you want to order up to a minimum quantity, what would that be? And those are the columns that you need to fill in. So that's all you need to fill in for your ingredients. Item name, abbreviation, don't have duplicate item name or duplicate abbreviations. The item name and abbreviation could be the same, like you've got, that vodka should be okay, shouldn't it? We don't want to confuse people, so let's put that in as a K. And in fact, when we go to the drinks list, you'll see that's turned up red because it doesn't exist, so we need to just change this as well. So we select that as a vodka. There we go. So if you do change items on your stock list, they'll flag up red here if they can't find them. So you want to put your stock list on, get your stock list together with those 5 criteria. The rest of it I'll show you. The green one's all calculated. I'll show you what those are in a few minutes, and the yellow one when we get there. But that's what you start off with, all of your ingredients. Then you come to your drinks list, and again the red ones are what you fill in. You can name a drink. Again, don't have any duplicate names. You can select whether it's a cold drink or a hot drink. You can put in the price that you plan to charge for that drink, and then you can select your ingredients. Now, if you scroll across, you'll see it'll go all the way to number 20. You can select up to number 20 ingredients. All you do is you put in the unit, the quantity, and the item. So if we say here 0.050 liters of Spice Gold, or whatever the quantity would be, and 0.45 milliliters of Coke, obviously to make a rum and Coke, you can put in your different ingredients up to 20. So put all your ingredients for that one particular drink on the line, put in the quantity. That's why it's important to remember what quantity you've put down for each of these items, what unit you put down, sorry, so that you can put in the correct quantity, the correct unit down here as far as your ingredients are concerned. And then just select what ingredients it is, and that drop down list will come from your stock list in the order that it is on your stock list. So if you resort the abbreviations A to Z, you'll have the A to Z on your list. These are using the abbreviated names. And once you've done that for each of your different drinks, you've got 1,000 ingredient items and 1,000 lines for drinks. Once you've done your drinks, that sets up your drinks list. So now you've got your drinks and your stock list. These columns here will automatically show. They'll show you the cost of the drink, the calculated sale price, and then, so in other words, what it'll do is it'll take your default markup over here. So this cost of this drink is 45p. It's saying you should sell it for 90p because you said that you want a default markup of 100%, but then it says you're actually selling at 222.22% of the price. So this will show you if you're underselling any drinks. I don't suppose you'll be too bothered if you're overselling, but that you can put in a default markup and just compare what your cost of your drink and your calculated sale price is compared to your actual sale price, and what your profit would be on your actual sale price rather than the default 100% markup. So you can just compare. If any of these items show up in the yellow or red, you really just want to check and see if you're undercharging. So not only does it help you to create the prices, if you don't even put these prices in, it'll help you to calculate the prices. If you just want a standard markup of 100% or 200%, you can put that in, take these prices, copy them, paste the values across here, and you've got 100% markup for all your drinks. Then, once you've got your list of drinks and you've got your list of ingredients, there's a count 1 and a count 2. So that's the before and after stock take. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you've got a big event happening on the Saturday, and you take stock on the Saturday morning, and then you come in on the Monday and you take stock again. You put the first stock take in, the second stock take in, and that will show you what's been used. Now, obviously, when you're counting a bottle, for example, the rum, I've said we had one bottle before. We purchased one in between those two stock takes. This purchase column is only if you purchase anything between these two stock takes. Now, if you're taking stock before and after an event, you're not going to require this purchase one. But if you're taking stock, say for argument's sake, once a week, and you take this the first week, and then you take that the second week, and you want to see what your week's usage is, if you've purchased anything between those two stock takes, put what you've purchased in this column, and it'll take that into consideration. So what it's essentially said here is you counted 1 bottle at the first stock take. Now you're counting 1.8 bottles. You bought 1 bottle, which means you've used 0.2 bottle, and there it is, 0.2 liters. So that is essentially what that is showing. So this shows your exact usage based on the stock take, and that shows the unit usage. So if you use 0.2, it says, well, if you want to replace that, you've got to buy a bottle. You can't buy 0.2 of a bottle, so it just basically rounds everything up. So here you can see the exact usage according to your stock take, and if you scroll across to the right, here you can see your exact usage as per your stock take, and if you scroll across, you can see your exact usage as per your sales. So let's just take, for argument's sake, the Spice Gold Rum and Coke. You've got 0.050 liters in there, and you've multiplied that by the number of by your sales of 4, which means 0.2, and if you have a look here, yes, it says you've used 0.2 liters, which is exactly according to your stock take. So that's 100%. Now that should be 100%. The ones over 100% here, for argument's sake, you've said that you've used 4 liters, whereas it says you only should have used 1.8 liters. And that's a bit of a problem. You've used 222.22%. Here you can change what turns green, yellow, and red by putting in different values there, depending on what you want. And that's good to help you to see straight away if there's been any wastage. When I say potential wastage, what I mean is you need to obviously take a look. You may have to throw out some drinks that you know of, but at least it will show you your exact usage based on your sales compared to your usage as far as your stock take is concerned. You can see what's out, what doesn't quite line up with each other. So that's your drinks list. You've got your drinks list to help you calculate the price. You've got your stock list, which shows you what you've used according to your stock take, what you should have used according to your sales, and compare the two. Once you've got your stock take counts in and your drinks sales in, let's just assume that these are, obviously you want to make sure that they're marrying up. So if you've got this for your stock take for the week, then you want to make sure that your drink sales are for the week. so the two actually are comparable. If you've done it like that, you can then come to your stock take report. Let's just start at the top, and you can see you got your financial breakdown first and foremost, turnover, cost of stock, so on and so forth. When you select your usage option, you can either select usage based on sales or usage based on stock take, so you can change and the numbers will change accordingly. Then you can come down here and you can actually have a look at your difference between hot and cold drinks based on number of drinks sold, value sold. So you can see actually you sell more cold drinks, but actually your cold drinks are quite a lot more valuable compared to the number that you've sold. You can scroll down, you can see your cost of your used stock, cost according to sales and according to stock take, so you can see what the difference is between the two. But you can also see a sales report based on your current sales price and what would have been your sales had you charged your default markup for each of the different drinks. And when you scroll down, you can also see your potential wasted products. They're just listed in ranked order. There are no figures with them. If you want to see the figures, you'd obviously go to your stock take, scroll across here, and you can see what's happening there as far as that is concerned. So not only do you have your drinks list to give you the prices, you've got your stock list to help you monitor what's been used and what should have been used and what it should have cost. You've got your stock take report based on your finances and your stock for the particular period that you put these figures in for. Last but not least is your stock order list. So when you go to your stock order list, you can select which option you would like. So you can either stock last used, so in other words, check the stock take, what have I used, buy according to that, or last use as per sales, what should I have used according to sales, buy that, or restore minimum quantity. And depending on which one of these you pick, their numbers should change. Those ones will change marginally. This one will change quite a bit. And then you've got your order sheet to reorder what it is that you're actually short of, depending on which list you want to look at. The other beauty of this is you don't have to use all the functionality. So for argument's sake, if you're starting out and you've got all your ingredients and you actually put down what you think your sales will be, and then you go to your order stock and you order your stock list as per your sales, then if you've put in what you think your sales would be, this will give you a good indication of what drinks you need to order to accommodate those sales. So you can kind of utilize the spreadsheet to do other things as well, not necessarily just what's on here, but based if you understand what it is that it's actually doing. So it's a fairly straightforward spreadsheet, quite complicated to make, but fairly straightforward to use. And I hope that you understand from this demo video. And as per normal, if you want something bespoke for your business, you want to do more, please do get in touch. But if this works for you, then we wish you all the best for your bar / restaurant / coffee shop, whatever it is that you're doing. And I hope that this helps you. Thank you and goodbye.